What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrubae here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And even though we're probably having a great day, there is a group of people that definitely is not. And it's the group of people that ended up giving that app Quibi $2 billion to become the Netflix of the phone, only to have it literally go bankrupt 6 months later. For those of you who haven't seen those Quibi ads literally everywhere on YouTube, basically it was this company that wanted to do like Netflix and TikTok format and put a lot of ads everywhere and just annoyed everyone. Regardless, they've gone bankrupt now, but now that they're going bankrupt, people are going back and looking through things that they could have done differently. And well, let's just say the Boomer company missed a giant opportunity to have Mr. Beast on the Quibi app, and they just blew it. So we're going to be talking about that today. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Nice rack and her ass Brazilian. Just turned 21, but my bank's a million.
Alright, so something I've noticed a lot recently is that all these massive corporations are starting to realize that there's a bunch of money to be made on the internet, and massive corporations don't really understand the internet. They just know that there's a lot of money to be made there. So I feel like Quibi came about because some dude was like, oh, kids love to watch TikTok on their phone, so I should make movies like that, and then kids will love to watch my movies. Not really understanding that, a lot of TikTok is the meme culture and whatnot. But even then, dude, when you make an app, you have to have people come to the app for a reason, and believe it or not a lot of people want to pay money to watch movies in TikTok format. So apparently, Quibi had the opportunity to get Mr. Beast on the app and literally blew it. Mr. Beast was turned down by Quibi before the app went bust, which in retrospect now I'm sure they're regretting. I'm not saying that influencers are the solution to all of your problems, right? I'm not saying Mr. Beast single-handedly could have saved Quibi, but yeah, if they would have taken a solid chunk of that $2 billion that investors gave them and given it to a bunch of massive YouTubers to post content on Quibi, maybe more people would have checked out the app. You know what I'm saying? Now that the not-so-popular streaming service Quibi is shutting down after it failed to receive the stardom it once hoped to achieve, some old tweets from the manager of YouTube star Mr. Beast may shine some light on a missed opportunity that may have helped it stay afloat. I don't necessarily know if Mr. Beast alone would have helped it stay afloat. I mean, yeah, he would have had an impact, but I just think this is just another example of how times are changing. Quibi did have a bunch of A-list actors, dude. They did pay a bunch of money to have comedians on their shows and whatnot, but when you're talking about short-form video on the phone, that's something where influencers can probably help, or at the bare minimum, help get the word out about it, dude. I've literally learned more about Quibi since it went bankrupt than I ever did before, outside of those annoying ads with the garbage TV shows they produce, dude. Dang, maybe if you would have taken all that money you spent on making, I don't know, the iPhone version of TikTok Hospital and spent it on David Dobrik vlogs and Mr. Beast vlogs instead, your app would have had a little bit more of a chance. Over the past year or so, Quibi was thought, at least internally, to have the potential to be the next big streaming service that everyone wanted to get their hands on. With large executives who used to work at Disney and big stars attached to the service, there was definitely some merit behind the idea. Several months later, the service is shutting down, according to company founder Jeffrey Katzenberg, after its failure to take off. Many aren't surprised by the news and thought it was only a matter of time before it shut its doors. If some old tweets are to be believed, however, the company once had an opportunity that would have possibly made it successful. See, this is what I'm saying, dude. Just because you work at Disney and work in Hollywood and you've been a big studio exec for a long time, doesn't mean you actually know how to produce content to get really popular in the internet age, dude. I swear, all these people making Disney shows in the 90s and 2000s now come out and they're like, if I get Chris Hemsworth to explain what a Quibi is, the kids will adore it. And it's that definitely helps, I'm not gonna lie, but you know what kids are really watching these days, bro? The TikToks and the YouTubes and the Instagrams, and sure, I guess some of them probably care what Chris Hemsworth has to say, but I'm gonna be honest, the likelihood is that soccer moms genuinely care more about what Chris Hemsworth had to say than your target demographic, which is people that are watching stuff on their phone. Back in June, Reed Dushner, the CEO of Night Media and the business manager behind Mr. Beast, stated that he and the company attempted to bring the aforementioned YouTuber onto Quibi in the past, but the people behind the service ended up saying no. Douchner never sounded on this, so we'll never know the reason why the company decided to say no to someone as popular as Mr. Beast, and it's possible that they never came up with a good idea for a show centered around him, although this is pure speculation and seems rather unlikely. And that's what makes this even worse, dude. It's not even like they just didn't think of the idea because they're a bunch of boomers who have just never heard of YouTubers. Mr. Beast himself reached out to him and was like, hey, you know, we could have done some super cool things with Quibi, and they were like, yeah, nah, we don't need a YouTuber. I feel like all the boomers look down on the internet community as like immature and stupid because yeah, we kind of are. We definitely are. Let's be honest, dude. Like our community is definitely on the younger side and we do a lot of stupid things, but at the same time, you can't deny that we have influence. And Mr. Beast, if you're gonna say that anyone isn't stupid, it's Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast stays out of drama. He's really nice to everybody. Like, if you're Quibi, why would you not want to be attached to Mr. Beast? Because he's kind of always killing it and everybody loves him. There's really not a reason to say no to that. I can understand as a brand being like, yo, I'm sorry, Mr. Jeffree Star, you kind of done some bad things. We don't want that. Anyways, here is actually the tweet conversation that started this entire thing. So Blake Robbins said, put David Dobrik's vlogs exclusively on Quibi with an actual release schedule, and also give Mr. Beast a massive budget and watch him create magic. And then his business manager replied and said, we tried, and they said no. And I'm gonna be honest here, I think Mr. Beast alone wouldn't have been enough, but if Quibi had put David Dobrik's vlogs on a schedule, Mr. Beast gave him money and told him to make videos on Quibi, PewDiePie on Quibi, a couple of the big makeup gurus, and they actually pulled a large portion of creators from each community onto Quibi, they actually might have had a chance. And then while you were there to watch the Mr. Beast vlogs, you probably would have taken a chance to like look around at all the other stuff, but nah, bro, the boomers knew what they were doing, and that's why $2 billion just went bust. I'm just saying, if I had $2 billion to figure out how to start a business, I could probably do a better job than making crappy content that nobody wants to watch. But hey, what am I, dude? I didn't work at Disney in the 1980s. I don't understand the internet. I just run a YouTube channel. Regardless of the reasoning behind Quibi's refusal, it's almost certainly would have been beneficial for them. Even though the company had major stars attached to the outset, getting someone as popular as Mr. Beast, who currently has 45 million subscribers, probably would have helped out at least a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I think this idea was just failed from the start, though. I don't know why they got $2 billion for movie and iPhone format, because nobody has ever asked for that. Literally ever. I cannot think of one time where I've been watching a movie and been like, I would really love to watch this in a crappier way, straight up and down, where never. That's never been something that I've ever thought to myself while watching a movie. So yeah, Mr. Beast probably would have helped because a lot of people watch YouTube on their phone, but even then, dude, nobody wanted to watch a movie on their phone in the first place. Regardless, guys, I just think it's funny that boomers just don't understand how to use internet stars to their advantage and keep acting like they don't need any help with internet marketing when, I'm just saying, YouTubers do it all by themselves and they're the ones spending billions of dollars to advertise. So, I don't know. I'm not saying that we're no better, but I think the internet space is just different than traditional media, and all these companies keep coming into it trying to treat it like the exact same business, and it's just a little different. Regardless, if you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate you pressing the like button, letting me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the video, and if you really love the Scrubae channel, go ahead and become a member. I really appreciate it. You get a shout out at the end of each video, and check out the merch down below. Shout out to Ender, Neon, Mackenzie, Philosopher, Kyle, Big Ben, Hey Boy, Rogue, Ansel, Haza, Plain Crazy, Parker, Brav, Jellybeat, Imagine Being a Simp, Sambroni, Gyro Master, Woofles, Potassium, Luna, Benedictine, Nick, Ma, Man Madness, Car, Brandon, Seabright, Slick Pickle, Christian, Kim, Dylan, Chungus, Tiny Proxy, Zorik, Dashy Boy, Savage, Unreal Decoy, Y'all Like Ratos, Beige, Johnny Dude, Cosmic Ramen, Candy Rose, Fabulously Terrifying, Antog, Chandler Lewis, Ryuki, Sparky, and My So Blurry. Thank you all so much. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.